you. To extra depth now, lawmakers in Washington are addressing the rise of cases in which the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services lost contact with migrant children in the United States. The government is accused of losing track of thousands of kids who came into the country unaccompanied. ABC 7's Sam Harris-Simowitz joins us live in the studio to pick it up from here. Sam.
Stephanie, this is a graph from the Council on Foreign Relations using data provided by Customs and Border Protection. Here you can see the overwhelming rise in apprehensions of migrant children along our southern border, and we have learned that over the last 2 years, the U.S. government has lost contact with 85,000 of these kids.
I think you're telling us that you don't disagree with the 85,000 number of children that we lost contact with. I'm not saying you lost them, I'm saying we lost contact with them. We don't know where those kids are. Is that fair to say?
We attempt to make a safety and well-being.
I understand that. Let's get to the point here.
Lawmakers questioning the director of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. A major concern from members of the Oversight Committee is the tens of thousands of migrant children the ORR has lost contact with. These questions stemmed from a New York Times article published earlier this year claiming that the ORR has lost contact with 85,000 migrant children within the last 2 years, equating to about a third of the migrant children apprehended at the border in that same time span.
You lost 80, you didn't have contact with more than 85,000 kids. Is that fair to say? Is that fair? I mean, just yes or no. We're not saying, oh, what's your percentage? 85,000 children that were placed by you. You made calls to check on them, and you made 3 calls on average. 85,000 of them. You have no idea where they are. You don't want to answer the question. That's fine.
That round of questioning took place Tuesday. Fast forward to Wednesday, and El Paso Congresswoman Veronica Escobar addressed the government losing contact with migrants, both adults and children.
There are hundreds of children that have yet to be reunited with their families because their families cannot be found because the government did not keep track of those families that were separated.
And ABC 7 also reached out to Congressman Tony Gonzalez, whose district represents parts of Far East El Paso, and we did not hear back from him or his office by the time of this newscast. Eric?